Earl, I noticed that the news said they was putting brine on the roads. Earl,
what Brian did to make everybody so mad they want to put him on the road.
That's what I was gonna say. Who is Brian, and how did he get on the road, and why are they putting him on the road?
Yeah, I guess Brian knows a little bit about traffic or something. I don't know. I ain't met Brian, so I don't know.
Where do you get brine at, first of all, or how do you mix up brine, or what exactly is brine, Earl?
Well, I don't know.
Apparently, you can sous vide a steak in some brine, or you could put some.
Hold on a minute. You said you could do what to a steak?
Sous vide.
Sous vide.
Yeah, SOU.
What's that, Earl?
Space.
Hey, he's one lost.
You making up words now.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's a way of cooking stuff that is
Oven.
dumb.
Oh, I see them do that on TV all the time.
Apparently, according to some people I know, they say, man, it makes it taste great. Here's what you do. You get a Ziploc bag. This is a loose way of doing it. You know, there's a machine.
I guarantee you, cooking with a Ziploc bag, it ain't gonna taste good.
It ain't gonna work out well.
It's gonna melt that bag first of all, and
you get you some meat. You know, we'll start with chicken. You get you a chicken breast, big one. You know, and then you season it up how you want it. Then you
I want it to be like chicken, so I don't put no seasoning on it.
No salt, no pepper.
Chicken.
Okay. So don't season it. Put it in a Ziploc bag. Then you get you a pot of water, and you get your water up to temperature, about 132 degrees.
132 degrees. Write this down.
And you put your Ziploc bag of chicken in there.
Hold on. You don't take chicken out of the bag. You put the bag and everything in there?
Yeah.
This
is how I understand it.
All right, let him go.
Okay.
All right. You're going to learn something here.
Then you get a clothespin, and you clothespin the bag of chicken on the side of the pot. So it's just, in there, but it ain't like floating around. So it ain't moving. And then basically you
beat it with a shovel.
No, so there's something about how the water has to be moving, or something. And it cooks the chicken in like an hour and a half.
That's how you age liquor, ain't it?
Well, my grandma used to cook chicken in 15 minutes.
So why ain't you going to waste an hour and a half and a Ziploc bag?
The problem with it is, here's the problem, I think, is you do all this. Oh, there's some kind of machine you can get, like a sous vide machine. That basically, you hook on the other side of your pot, and it moves the water, I think.
I just put in the washing machine, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah.
I just turn my hot tub up real high and just hook a bunch of bags of chicken in there.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
I think then the somebody has made cooking complicated.
It comes out, and it's apparently very moist and tender, but it's kind of just been cooking in a Ziploc bag. So then they say, then just toss it in a screaming hot skillet for a couple seconds and just, sear both sides. I'm like, why don't you just do that to begin with?
Instead of wasting that Ziploc bag and that water and that sous vide machine.
Yeah. I mean, apparently it's good. The machine's probably like $100, and then you got to buy a big pot, and then all your meat, you bunch of Ziploc bags. So I'm just gonna not do it.
Well, what confuses me about things like that is the person who first did that.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
You're like, all right, now I got some chicken,
but I ain't got hungry right now.
What else have I got? Oh shit! Look at there. There's some Ziploc bags.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a damn big old pot.
And where did I get a clothespin in? Oh, well, they outside on the clothesline.
Well, most people don't know what a clothesline is anymore.
Yeah, you got a point there.
Yeah. A lot of people don't understand. They think, we knew with them tomato tomato holders out there, or grapevines. That's what they are. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
When you're growing grapes and stuff, you need clotheslines to hang them on.
I got some for blueberries. No, raspberries.
Raspberries?
Yeah.
You got you some raspberries?
Blackberries.
You'll have no idea.
You got blackberries. You got raspberries. What'd you say? Raspberries?
Raspberries.
Ratberries. Now that, if you have that, you have a bigger issue.
Yeah, you got a problem.
You don't need vines. You need traps, and build him a damn amusement park to get through before he dies. But apparently it worked. I mean, we haven't seen or heard or found any evidence of him for a while, so.
Somebody said, I don't know anything about this, but Mr. Delacour told me this, that possibly Delacour.
Yeah.
Who in the heck is Delacorte?
I'm fixing to tell you, Earl. He informed me that probably that little rat had joined the circus and moved down to Florida. Because down there they got a rat circus where they do all kinds of stuff.
They do tricks.
Oh, yeah. Do they work out? Got a barbell they push up and down, and they push like a spool with their nose and all kinds of stuff like that. Mr. Bellacore, he had a mouse that went down to the Florida circus.
Yeah. They got a little mouse circus down in Florida. And if you find a mice, kill it. But if you find
them
one,
ain't the ones that's in the circus.
if you find one that can, basically it goes like this: if you got a mouse in your house, or a louse, or a grouse, yeah, then what you want to do is you want to kill it, either stomp it or poison it, shoot it. Yeah, sure. But those bug guns that shoot salt, they don't work on mice. They just think it's
pisses them off.
It just knocks them out.
And it also doesn't work on bugs that great. It just knocks them over, and then you got to rush over there and stomp it out before it runs off. So, but if you have a mouse in the house, or no, I already did that.
Or if you serve green eggs and ham.
Yeah.
Because Sam, I am.
Then you need to kill it, catch it, or move.
That sounds like 3 pretty good options.
So if you kill it, obviously just
Your problem solved.
take it outside, scrape your shoe off, and or take the trap out, or whatever. If you catch it, then you want to put it in a 5-gallon bucket with water that's about 132 degrees.
A Ziploc bag.
You'll need a Ziploc bag and a clothespin.
Come to think of it, that could have been what Trey did whenever he ruined that air fryer. He didn't want nobody looking in because he had 4 and just sitting on the counter. And one day we were there, like, why do you have so many air fryers? He's like, you never have too many. I was like, I think that sucks.
Yeah, I think you can have too many.
But why do you have? And so I went to open one. He said, don't open that one. I said, oh. He said, yeah. What happened? He said, I don't know. Got out of hand. So I think he might have deep fried a rat. Or air fried a rat.
Air fried a rat.
So.
Well, he got in there and he said, I can get it out. And he turned it on. And, it went to hell from there. I mean.
Sound like it went downhill fast.
Yeah. Well,
we're talking about Trey, so,
Yeah. It's like a coffin on roller skates. Just. Yeah, you could do a maze with a mouse. You could put a mouse in a maze
and be amazed.
See if it finds, put some
be
cheese
amazed,
at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See if you can find what?
Cheese. Put cheese at the end of it. But then when we had the mouse here, we were like,
We didn't do none of that.
we were looking shit up. We were like, well, how do you get rid of a mouse? And it's like, oh, mouse traps. We're like, well, no, we got those. Like, oh, glue traps. Now, what would be funny is to make a big glue trap and put it like at somebody's
For
door.
cats.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. Or put it at move somebody's doormat and put it right there, and they're like, "What the hell is this?" Like my up, and then they tip over and it's all over them, and then they got to call 911. But yeah, they were like, "Mice don't like cheese." I'm like, every time I've done science or read about somebody doing science, they want to see how fast the mouse can get through the maze to get to the cheese. And actually,
plus those people that say that, they say mouse don't like cheese. Listen, you know how many times I've watched Tom and Jerry?
That's what I was.
Thousands and thousands of times, and every time
he's always looking for it.
He's always eating cheese. He always wants some cheese.
Cheese eating food.
Yeah. So I wouldn't believe none of that.
I could be a mouse. I love cheese.
Well, I like cheese too.
I could be a humongous mouse.
I had cheese on my grits this morning.
Oh, hell yeah. No, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah. And then you take out the spread it out and you put them on top and melt that
fold
cheese.
it.
Oh, man.
So let me get this right. Was you eating, what would you go eat for breakfast, grits or cheese?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
Hold on a minute. You don't put no seasoning on your chicken, but you're going to put cheese in your grits?
Yep.
You put any salt on them
Yeah, a
grits?
little salt.
Well, wait just a minute now. You go
now we talking about grits now. We ain't talking about chicken.
Well, you just kind of you just kind of wander all over the map there, putting salt on stuff, not putting salt on stuff.
That's right. There's stuff that needs salt and there's stuff that don't. It's like ketchup. There's stuff that needs ketchup and stuff that don't.
Mm-hmm.
You don't eat ketchup on your eggs by chance, do you?
Nope.
Oh, good.
Ooh, thank goodness.
But now, that dang Jimmy K, he'll dump enough hot sauce on that son of a gun. When you're sitting at the same table with him, you whip it up your nose and you go, ah, damn, my eyes go to watering. One morning he damn wasn't paying attention. And instead of grabbing the syrup for his pancake, he put the hot sauce on his pancake.
I like this.
He did. He ate the hell out of it. He
Damn.
didn't care.
I will do that. I'll do a little dab of hot sauce on my eggs or my grits, but I don't do ketchup. Ketchup and eggs don't go together.
No.
We got one guy that puts mayonnaise on his.
Well, he's going to hell. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I hate to say
Yeah.
it. I was going to say about people doing the ketchup, but I'll give him a pass. I talked to the Lord for him.
But now that we know somebody puts mayonnaise on their eggs,
what
I
the
had no
hell are you
idea.
even doing, buddy? Does he even know what
Well,
mayonnaise
first
is?
of all, Earl,
It's eggs. I mean,
like you always say, Earl, who was the first one to come up with mayonnaise on your eggs?
That
Who
guy.
would have thought about that?
My daddy puts mayonnaise on sliced tomato.
Okay, now that's a sandwich, right?
No.
Now,
Oh, just loose
Yeah,
mayonnaise
if you
on
just
loose
have,
tomato?
a meal and you have a tomato and slice it up, and,
I do that.
he'll take a spoonful of mayonnaise and put it on that tomato and eat the.
Yeah, I do that too.
Oh.
And so there's two weird people in the world. Okay.
Well, yeah, but
Well, me and your daddy know things you don't know, Earl.
Well, I know one thing. I sent y'all a picture of the beautiful, beautiful pear salad.
yeah. And you also eat that, and we've discussed it
Yep.
in depth that you need to quit.
Did you see it?
No, I didn't see it.
Oh,
Look
it's
in your
beautiful.
messenger, your Facebook messenger. I sent you a picture of pear salad.
Did you say messenger?
Yeah.
Why in the hell would you send it messenger?
Cause that's what it took me to.
Oh,
It
you didn't know how to get it over to you. Text.
Nope.
Oh, well,
it
that's
wasn't
all right.
an option. It wasn't an option.
Well, it was
when
an
I
option.
said
You
share
didn't
this,
know what it was, Earl.
texting wasn't an option. It was messenger. So
We
I
need to
said,
go back to the guy who puts mayonnaise on his eggs. How old is he?
He's about 60, I guess.
Was he in the war by chance?
Probably.
How big? is he?
It something hit him.
He's a little bit bigger than me.
This isn't adding up.
He's from Florida.
Okay.
No, where's he
Now
from
lives
originally?
in Atlanta
Oh,
and has
see.
bought a house up here and some land, and he's fixed up one house and then fixing to go on to his land and build some more houses for him and his daughter.
There we go. Now, does he have like childhood trauma or anything that you know of?
Well, I don't know. I don't know him that well. He just
You didn't know him
recently-
when it was childhood. You didn't.
Because he something's going on in that family.
Yeah, he
It
ain't
just-
right. I mean,
You don't put.
I bet he got family in prison somewhere.
hell, he could.
I mean, so he learned that
He
somewhere.
may have done a little time himself. I
Well,
don't know.
I'm pretty sure that mayonnaise is eggs, oil, and vinegar. Am I wrong?
Well, I ain't sure about that oil because it's white and the oil's brown or whatever color it is, black. Whatever
Well-
color, what color oil?
Well, eggs are yellow.
Yeah. Uh-oh, maybe that's what it yellow and black makes what color?
White.
Yeah, that's what I figured. It must be the mayonnaise comes in there.
I don't
See,
know.
you could have been using your used motor oil and your old eggs and been making your own mayonnaise all this time and putting it on your damn tomatoes.
Yeah, or your eggs.
Plus, you know what? I heard, I don't know about this, but I heard, like, if you don't know whether the egg's good or not, you put it in some water.
If it floats, it's one. If it sinks, it's the other. And I don't remember
See,
which is which.
that's the thing I'm gonna say.
How
I
do
don't
you
know it
know
either.
which one
so
is
what?
it?
So what do you do? I mean, it's gonna do one of the two. It's gonna either float or sink.
And
So
which one's which?
what do you decide? I mean, you're taking a chance. It's 50-50.
Yeah.
I mean,
so why put it in the water? Just crack it
yeah,
open,
just-
eat it, and see what happens.
That's what I'm saying. Crack it open.
I don't understand stuff like that either. They're like,
Them's wives' tales.
The
But I
ser-
don't know what wife told that. And like, who was the first wife that told that? And how does she know it?
she's making shit up.
Yeah, what, she'd get some water
She's
and
got a whole bunch of eggs. She says, "Wonder what happened if I put these in water?"
Yeah.
Well, some of them's a floating and some of them's a
Some
sinking.
Well,
Wonder why
these
that
floating.
is.
yeah, I mean,
Them that sink don't taste as good as them that float.
Wives' tales are basically like the Farmer's Almanac. Mm-hmm. Do you
that's
believe
right.
in a lot of that stuff?
Yeah.
Earl? Do you? Okay.
Earl's he's an avid reader of the Farmer's Almanac.
I
And then he ain't a farmer. Now he got a friend Brent's farm. Well,
Brent's a
really
damn
farmer.
rancher. Brent's a
Well,
rancher.
yeah, he's
I figured you wrote some of that shit in there.
Well, I probably did write some of it,
But it's like, I don't know a lot of what's in it, but I've heard that, like, don't harvest your wheat on the summer solstice. I'm like, bitch, I don't know how to harvest wheat. I don't even know where you find it. And what the hell is a summer solstice? That sounds like a mixed drink you get somewhere.
Yep.
On a hot day.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
By the beach.
I'm saying like the third blue moon of January, that's when to plant your underground potatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, first of all, how did they find that out?
Right.
I mean, some guy just go out there and plant? He looked up and said, "Oh, it's blue. Well, it's the third blue moon." How do you know all that stuff?
They have a whole section on rutabaga. What the hell is that?
and who eats rutabaga? Excuse me, can I have a rutabaga burger, please?
Yeah, I don't.
I ain't never seen rutabaga in a restaurant.
I've never seen one outside of a cartoon.
That's
I don't
a
even
good
know if
point.
it's
I ain't
real.
either.
It might not even be real.
It may not be. It may be all made up. It's damn Tom and Jerry. They don't
Yeah.
make it
Well,
up.
yeah.
Yeah. And then what's another?
I tell you
one
what,
from
between
Farm
Tom and Jerry and Roadrunner, they invented some good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Acme Company, anything you want from the Acme
Acme
Company,
makes
they got it.
Yeah.
If it's a 950-pound anvil, they got it.
Yeah.
How they go get it to you, I don't know. I guess they put it on the back of a truck or something.
They'll bring it to you.
But and I tell you what else I used to like is when he would paint that tunnel on that rock. Mm-hmm. That was cool because he could go through it. But
Well, the Roadrunner could go through it, but he couldn't.
yeah, Wiley couldn't. Or whatever his name
I just
was.
wonder how Wiley got the money to pay for all this stuff he ordered from Acme.
He was a self-made millionaire.
How did he make it?
Painting tunnels.
I think he just had a open tab and just defaulted on it. I think they're still looking for him. He's flat on a road somewhere, but damn, I was going to say something. Shit. What were we talking about?
Roadrunner.
Yeah.
Roadrunner, Wiley, he'd get way up on the mountain up there, and he's going to drop stuff on the Roadrunner. Roadrunner going, well, he's a Roadrunner. He's going about 93 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And Wiley, he's going to try to time it just right, And he'll drop it, and it'll stop about halfway. And then he'll go down there and say, wonder why it stopped, and then it'll land on his head. Yeah. Every time.
Every time. You'd
And
think,
he had never learned
yeah,
it.
you'd think he'd learn after a while.
No, he didn't.
Well, the coyotes aren't that smart because I saw one creeping around the neighborhood one day and called the
911.
Yeah, called the sheriff's office. And they said, you need to call some, not us. You need to call somebody. So I called the hospital. And they're like, no. Call DNR. I'm like, what's their number?
Who's DNR?
Yeah. It's like a
What's
whole
that?
big, long, it's not like 911 or, sheriff's 911. It's like,
864-923-86452, then #7.
yeah, they couldn't transfer me. I'm like, aren't you all part of the government?
Are y'all in the same building?
So
Yeah, they're next door.
Yeah.
I get
So
on
what's
the
their number? I don't
Hold
know.
out the window.
I get on the phone with DNR and I'm like, hey, this Caleb, and they're like, who? I was like, well, never mind. I saw a coyote creeping through a residential neighborhood this morning. I just want to let you know. And they were like, oh, yeah, you can kill it. I was like,
Did he steal anything? That's what they say.
I was like, what do you mean I can kill it? They're like, well, if you see it, like the Army, see something, say something, or what
See
is that?
something, kill something?
Yeah, see something, shoot something. I'm like, I don't have my gun on me right now. They're like, why not?
Plus,
I'm
it's
like,
a neighborhood.
well, yeah, I don't think I can just roll up in this neighborhood and start shooting. They're like, yeah. You could hit it with your truck. I'm like, how do you know I have a truck? They're like, you're calling DNR. I was like, that's a good point. So I was like, nah, I'm not going to do that. I was just letting y'all know in case you want to send somebody out there to. They're like, you should probably call animal control. I'm like, why don't you guys figure it out? Like, I'm never calling again. Like, I'm trying to do a damn community service, and y'all give me the runaround.
Plus, you call DNR. That's do not rescue, ain't it?
Do not resuscitate.
Oh, yeah. Well, first of all, if you run over with your truck, how you going to be sure he's plumb dead?
Yeah.
You run over him again.
Well, but that DNR, I thought that's what they did. I thought they go out there and check on him and see if he's dead. If he's not, then they rescue. What did you say it was?
Recipe.
That's it.
That's where you put a Ziploc bag in a thing of water with paper.
With a clothespin.
Clothespin, I mean.
And then they were like, damn, I forgot again.
I think we have a little early onset dementia going on here.
Yeah, I think so.
I know it's not going to get any better.
What's not?
Then they
What's
were like,
not?
yeah, they were like, call animal control. I'm like, no, y'all figure it out. So then I found the number to animal control. I was like, hey, the hospital couldn't help me, 911 couldn't help me, DNR couldn't help me. They're like, well, what's wrong? I was like, there's a coyote in a neighborhood over here that I saw this morning. They're like, do you still see it? I'm like, I've been at work for 45 minutes. No, I'm trying to get someone to go look at it. And they're like, well, we don't pick up coyotes. I'm like, they're like, you should call the fire department. I'm like, no, this ain't no
It wasn't no fire.
This ain't no damn nursery rhyme book. Like, I don't need to call all the emergency services to get help. Like, I don't give a shit. It ain't my neighborhood. So,
I just saw him in the neighborhood I was creeping through.
yeah. Yeah, I was climbing
I
down
want
off
somebody to know.
Yeah, I was
Because I
climbing
told
down
some
off a
guy
ladder.
jogging, and he just laughed at me. So I don't know what to do now.
And, yeah, it was, anyway. So I'm assuming he's still around. We're creeping around.
Yeah.
Around doing
What you
something.
should have done called the library, I
He's up
guess.
to no good.
Yeah, that was what they was going to call the library. Like, why? They're like, look and see if, how to catch it. I'm like, no,
How to trap what'd you say it was?
coyote.
A coyote.
I'm like, no, that's why we have Google now. No one goes to the library unless
They don't
you
have they don't
children in the summertime that you don't want to deal with, and you are like, we're not giving them technology until they're 11.
or they don't have Wi-Fi at home.
Mm-hmm.
Then they go to the library.
Yep. And then they go to the library and get on the Wi-Fi and get on Google. Like, you could just look at shit in here.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
You don't have to go to you don't have to go look for no book. Because we don't know where it's at to start with. Because that Donnie Decimal System or whatever it is, he don't know either. That's how that come about. Some fella went to the library looking for a book, couldn't find it nowhere. He said, well, ain't there no way of telling where it's at? And the library said, no.
No,
find
Dewey.
it.
No, Dewey. You have to go look for
find
it.
That's right. You go find it, Dewey. And Dewey said, well, there's got to be a better way than this. I'll figure out something. Then he started putting decimals everywhere. You know?
Yeah. Is that a 1 decimal or a 2 decimal
Yeah,
book?
and that screwed everybody up except for Dewey. Because Dewey knew what he was doing when he did it. But he was the only one that knew. So
Then he had to go teach people. He's like, hey, here's how you find your books. And they're like, alphabetical order wasn't working for you, Dewey?
yeah, I mean, what was wrong?
He's
Dewey?
like, well, I don't know a lot of the letters. I'm like,
But I know decimals.
I know numbers.
So I'm going to put decimals everywhere.
Yeah, that's right. That's what he said.
I
Plus,
know numbers.
I got this ink pen. It's new. I'm gonna try it out. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember the last time I went in a library. Who goes?
well, last time I went in there, I followed a coyote in there.
I think you're probably returning a book you've had since
You know
1974.
what? I take that back. I do remember the last time I went in the library. It was probably about 7-8 years ago.
78 years ago.
In Westminster. I was
That's over my old stomping ground.
Right down below Big Earl's house.
There
Yeah.
you go.
I was creeping in. I didn't want to go to Big Earl's because I had to poop. So I knew that the Westminster Library had a
Clean bathroom.
right there in the front, and then you went into the actual library. I was like, oh, I'll whip in here and dang work.
They won't ask no questions.
No, they won't even see me come in here. And so I went in there, and lo and behold, somebody was in there, and I'm like, son of a bitch, I don't do the damn Siamese dumping.
Why didn't you beat on the door? Ask him how much. Ask him
You know who it was in
How much
there?
longer are they gonna
It was
be?
old Dewey.
Yeah,
Dewey
he
was
he
one in
Do it. How much longer are you gonna be in there?
I was so at that
I got
time,
poop, Dewey.
I didn't have time to waste, but I also had time to waste. So
Things is happening here, Dewey. We got to move.
I went in the next stall and I got in there, and
With a little bitty stall.
yeah, he was in the big one.
Well, you know why? He's handicapped.
Yeah, he's he's handicapped.
He don't know
And,
nothing. Decimal system. That's all he knows.
And so then I'm in there and I'm doing my business, I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden I hear him just start going, 1 cat, 2 cat, 3 cat, 4. And I'm like, what the hell is he doing?
What
Playing
you
a
saying,
video
Dewey?
game or
Is
something?
that what you said?
And so lo and behold, we finish at the same. I get done, and then here he comes stomping out, and he's got a book I'm like, I don't think you can take them from there to here and back, or you ought not be able to.
That sounds like a Seinfeld episode right there.
Yeah.
And so he comes, and he's holding this, and he's probably a 20-year-old person, somewhere between the ages of 14 and 23 probably. And I'm washing my hands, and he just cruises on out. But I'm turning around, and I happen to see that he has like a stack of like little, not Dr. Seuss books, but like knockoff Dr. Seuss books, like the Great Value Dr. Seuss.
Yeah.
And it's like Dr. Sitz or something, And and that book was called How Many Cats? And it was one cat, two, and he's sitting in there going, one cat, two cats.
He's reading the book, Caleb.
I know, but he's 20 and he's pooping with a library book in his vicinity.
He didn't wash his hands when he went out either, did he?
No.
Uh-oh.
And I
That
told
couldn't
on
have
him.
been Dewey, though. It
No, it couldn't be because Dewey been around long. Dewey, if you'd said he's about 83 or 109,
Yeah.
I said that's probably Dewey then, but it wasn't.
Yeah. It couldn't have been Dewey.
Might have been
yeah.
Dewey's grandson, something like
No,
that.
that's very possible.
Little Dewey,
Yeah.
Huey or Louie, one of them duck kids,
Either Huey, Dewey, or Louie.
DuckTales. Woo!
I guarantee you, when anybody named Dewey, what happened when their mama birthed them? Daddy was in there, and they said, well, what you want to name? Well, I don't know what you want to. Well, I ain't really thought about anything. Well, Dewey looks like me? No. Dewey looks like you? What'd you say? Dewey looks like me? Dewey looks like you.
Dewey looks
Dewey.
like the mailman, but we
Dewey, that's right. Dewey got dark skin, so he don't look like neither one of us.
I think that's a great thing that you bring up in a roundabout way, because I need to understand some stuff. So my logic has always been for not men mostly have this issue that they will. We know a fella named Ronnie.
Is it Ron E?
No, I think it's IE.
Oh, Ronnie.
Is,
okay.
So Ronnie, we know Ronnie, and I know a fella named Kenny, a couple of them, and I know a fella named what's that other name?
I know a fellow named Benny.
I know Dewey.
Robbie. Okay, so, but they're all older. Like Ronnie's probably 60, Kenny's probably 40 something, and what was the other one I said?
Well, that ain't older, first of all.
He's older than me as well.
Oh, okay, well then.
And then
Makes
the
more
other
sense.
one, Robbie. Robbie is probably 55.
Hold on, he's 55 and his name's Robbie.
Yeah. Yeah, see, here's what I'm getting to. Hold on.
Yeah.
You know where I'm going.
Yeah.
But we can't skip over the fact that Ronnie is the oldest. Ronnie's 60. At a certain point, you stop being, after about 7 years old, you stop being Ronnie. And then you can either be Ronald or Ron. If you make it past, say, 21, and people are still putting the Y or the IE at the end of your name, there's a solid chance you are going to do a crime.
And serve time.
I'm just saying, because you can't be a child your whole life. You can't, Michael Jackson. You can't be Michael Jackson. He wanted to be Mikey Jackson his whole life. But they're like, Michael, listen, you're too damn famous. We have to stop calling you Mikey. He's like, well, can you call me Mikey at home? He's like, no. Michael, you're Michael. He's like, damn it. And so
That's how he got all been out of shape.
yeah. And so basically you have to quit doing that shit. But that also brings me back to another point. Kenny is a nickname for Kenneth.
Mm-hmm.
Ronnie is a nickname for Ronald. And Robbie is just a damn travesty, because that could be Robert, Bobbert. Bobbert is short. Bobby is short for Bobbert.
Okay.
And then what's the other one? Oh, what about people named Richard? And they're like, "Hey, Dick." I'm like, he's just an asshole. He's not.
He's not a
He's
dick.
not really
short
a
for
Yeah,
dick.
he's not a dick.
Yeah.
He's just an asshole.
Sometimes he is, but most time he's
yeah.
all right.
But what about Dewey? What is Dewey a nickname for? Dewis? Like Louie and Lewis? Dewis? Or like Doofus? It's something.
I don't know. We'd have to do some investigating on Dewey and see where it is derived from.
That's
Maybe
what I
like
was
Duwan
thinking.
or someone of their names.
Yeah.
Demetrius.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere because that guy.
I wonder if they call him Demeet at school. I mean, short for Demetrius. Called him Demeet. Hey, Demeet.
We called him JD.
Yeah.
His name was John
Denver.
Demetrius Siganofi.
What?
Whoa.
Siganofi?
Yep.
Ain't nobody gonna name Siganofi. He made that up.
No, he's-
that's an alias. He's wanted by the police somewhere.
Well, he's mafia related.
Well,
I was gonna say he might be a good guy, but I don't think he's a good old boy with that last name. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he was definitely mafia.
Yeah. Trigonometry. What did you call him?
JD Siganofi.
Yeah. I thought you said trigonometry, like that funny math nobody gives a shit about.
No, he
Yeah.
couldn't do math.
Yeah. That's why he didn't make it in the mafia. They're like,
yeah.
you can't count.
Now
you
he was a
can't kill
golf
people?
player. Y'all probably met JD, little short fella, good golfer.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah.
What makes you think we would make if he's a good golfer?
Well, that's true. Y'all wouldn't have been in the same flight.
yeah. Oh no.
And I generally don't associate with smalls, so I don't want to be
Yeah,
around
you probably
people
just
that are-
walked right over him, knocked him out of the way, and moved on.
Yeah. I will
Get
do
out of my
this.
business.
Now here's another thing I will do. If I run upon somebody who's real small, like short, not midget or dwarfism, but if like an
Elf.
adult, yeah,
Well,
no, not like that, like a regular person who just quit growing at a certain point. If I like walk into like a public restroom or something, and it's and I see them, I will immediately go, whoa.
Scared me down there.
Scared me. They'll be like, why? I'm like, if I elaborate, it's going to hurt your feelings.
You too low to the ground.
Yeah. What are you doing down there? Don't walk under my stall when I go in here.
What you seeing me pooping?
Yeah. There was a little, it didn't happen to me, thank God, because there was I forgot who it happened to. Somebody we know. They were in a bathroom. This whole episode's not going to be about pooping.
Oh, yeah, it is, too. It sounds like it
That's a
is.
good start.
But,
I mean,
somebody was in there doing work, doing twos, and
Counting cats.
there was a fella who came in there and like knocked on the stall, and was like, "Oh, be done in a minute." Well, the next thing he knows, the person's like down on the floor, like looking under the stall. And
what you looking for, little fella?
he thought it was like a child. And
Yeah.
he was like, "Oh, no, I'll be done in a minute." And then the next thing you know, the person starts like creeping under the stall to and it's what it is it's a person with deficiencies.
Maladies.
And they get in there and just stand up, and then they're just standing there waiting. And they're like, what are you doing? Where's your mom? Where's your where's your helper? Whatever. Where's your wrangler? And the kid's like, I'll wait. And he's like, no, you got to go out of here.
You gotta go out the door and wait.
So that happens, and then the kid person guy leaves, and it's a push, to get out of your stuff. It's not any opening, It's like a good belly button. I mean, it's a bad belly button goes out, and the kid goes out. It just leaves the door wide open. And now this guy's sitting there who can't get it. And
He's trying to reach it with his foot and pull it in.
then he goes to the door of the actual bathrooms and goes out and cuts the light off. So when they get done doing their business, he gets out and flips the light on, washes his hands, goes out, and the kid's just standing there like that. And he's like, "Who's watching you? Why are you?" And then I think he called the cops because nobody was watching him. Like he got loose or something, and they were
Got loose.
yeah.
I've made a decision. This
Oh.
is breaking news.
Which
Here
that's
we go.
good.
Holy shit. I am going to let my hair grow back out.
Oh,
Are
here
you
we go
now?
now.
Yeah. I think I am. I think I'm going to let it grow out a little ways.
Well, Earl, it ain't gonna grow out in the front there. You know that, don't you? It ain't gonna grow right there. Look at my hair, Earl. You think mine gonna grow back?
Well, let's go. You bald.
Well, what are you?
I'm old.
Oh,
So how long are you going to let this process?
I don't know. I
You're
gotta
gonna have a
see how it
ponytail.
goes
You're
out.
gonna get you a ponytail.
No.
Oh God, maybe a rat tail.
No.
Damn. Maybe a mullet.
But I'm just gonna quit getting buzzed.
Why did
think
you
you could-
decide
I
this,
don't
Earl?
know. I just
Made a
changed the
decision.
pace.
Yeah, but you could do a mullet very easily
No.
because it's short up front,
Wow.
long in the back.
Y'all need to get off my ball spot.
Well,
I'm
we
just-
both could get on it, sure enough.
I'm just glad that you decided it because I could make that decision and I would look like a shitty Chia Pet. You know what I'm saying? I
gotta
would
get
look
my
like
Chia
one
Pet
that.
out and get it going.
You need to give him some water and get that thing.
I know.
What you can do, Earl? Let's practice on that Chia Pet about how you gonna do your hair.
Now we're getting somewhere. Yeah,
It's only planet from here back.
Yeah, that's right.
you should definitely mullet Joe Biden on a Chia Pet. I got some little scissors you can borrow. Actually, that would be a very okay. How much does a Chia Pet cost?
I don't know.
$15? Can't
Probably
be much.
from.
I would like to find a. You know how they do those pallets of like unwanted goods or like return goods from like Home Depot and stuff? Then you go buy the whole pallet. Maybe you got a push mower. Maybe you got a bunch of lanterns. Maybe you got some ceiling fans. Whatever. You know, if you buy it all separately, it's $7,000. But if you buy that pallet, it's $600. And you get it all. Some of it works, some of it don't. There's socks in there for some reason. Home Depot don't even sell socks.
Yeah. Ziploc bags, they plenty of them. And you know what else is in there?
Clothespins.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I would like
nobody
to
knows what
find
they are.
Or what to do with them.
I would like to find a pallet of Chia Pets and bring it to your house. And just let you have a whole.
Just line them
I
up
can
in
have
Earl's
a
front
Chia Pet
yard.
garden.
Yeah, just line them up in his
whole
front
damn
yard.
farm
All
of 'em, yeah.
1,000 of them. And you go, and every morning Earl goes out there with that water, that's water spout. He's
Yep.
spouting them all the way down through there
That
every
would
morning.
be- what if you did that? What if you farmed Chia Pets instead of tomatoes?
And you
a
put
li-
your sign out front. We put it. Matter of fact, we get us one of them pallets and fix it up a sign for you, and we say Chia Pets $9.50.
Yeah. Or you
Fresh Chia Pet. Oh, you know what? We say fresh pets $9.50. Half grown pets $14.95. Full grown Chias $29. And you can tell how much money you can make.
Oh,
Earl.
yeah, I'd be a multi-hundredaire.
Yeah.
You know a lot about grass cutting.
Yeah, I may start a Chia Pet Farm.
I think we should definitely look into seeing how much that would cost because I think it would be hilarious. And you know about grass cutting. So, what is horticulture? Is
Loose
that that
women.
Mexican milk? What? No. It's
It's actually Mexican.
what is you when you grow
Maize.
grass? What do you call that?
When you do cut grass,
Grow it.
it's grow grass.
Yeah.
That's illegal, except if you're in Colorado. It's all
There's
right,
a
ain't it?
science
Earl.
term for growing it.
I wouldn't know.
Gosh
Science
dang
term
it.
for growing grass.
Turf management. You know about turf management.
Yeah, turf management. There we go. Now we
Yeah.
got technical.
What we need is like the Chia Pets. They all come with that same hair, right?
That's not hair.
Well, yeah, right. Fur. They come with same, not fur, but like,
Grass.
yeah. What we could
You don't know a damn thing about turf management.
no. What we could, yeah. I went outside, had to cut the fur today. Like, oh, you cut down a tree? I'm like,
I got
no,
a fur mower.
the green fur on the.
Earl got 4 or
ground.
5 fur mowers.
What we could do is we could mix up a compound.
A what? A compound?
And now you're going to try to do science.
Yeah, now.
He's trying to get off into
We don't do
science.
science. You know that.
We could mix up a brine.
And put it in a pot in a
Yeah.
Ziploc bag.
and we're
And-
going to need a clothespin.
I think what we could do is like if you had like what is the Kamala Harris? If someone happened to give you one of those, you'd have a whole set. But we could make her. She could actually have an afro. That'd be okay. With the normal Chia fur.
Yeah, you'd have to plant
But I'm thinking, what's that?
kudzu on her head.
Yeah, I'm thinking like, what's that real fine grass that's like in the fairway of a golf course? What is that called?
Grass.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Bermuda grass. No, fuck, I don't know.
In the fairway?
Yeah.
We don't.
Y'all wouldn't know what's in the fairway.
Yep.
You don't need to worry about what's
we
in
don't
the
play for the
rub.
fairway anyway, so I ain't got
point.
no idea.
But instead of all the Chias having the same hair, fur, grass, we could mix up some other shit and give it like long, flowing Kentucky bluegrass
Kudzu.
hair. Yeah, kudzu. Or,
Kentucky bluegrass. Is that what you said?
mm-hmm.
Nah.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, I saw Rhonda Vincent this morning at the Walmart.
Rhonda Vincent. Who is that?
Mm-hmm. Country music superstar or something.
Oh. Okay.
So she's at the Walmart.
Yeah, her bus was there, and I was going in to get some rope. And
Well, you going to Walmart to get the rope?
yeah.
Lowe's didn't cross your mind, did it?
No.
Okay, well.
And
Well, he saw Rhonda Vincent bus. Boy, the
Pulled
water
in
was
there.
in.
and
Did you talk to her?
I said, "What's up?"
What's up?
Yeah,
And she's a country music star. And she
yeah,
said, "What's up?"
yeah. She was walking out with some, fella, and I was walking in, and I said, "Hey, Rhonda, what's up?" And she said,
Who are you?
"I said, sorry, I mean, hello, Rhonda, how are you?" She was like, "Oh, I'm doing just fine." And I was like, "Okay." She was
How's
like-
your mom and them?
She said, "What brings you to Walmart?"
Bless your heart. I said,
We live here.
So what brings me to Walmart?
my truck. Well,
You
what
can buy
about you?
anything
Your
you
bus.
want in Walmart. Like, what brings you to Walmart? And she had like a pack of Red Bulls and some snacks and
Marlboro Lights.
probably and some new strings for her violin or whatever. And I was like, "Well, I'll just come to get some rope." She was like, "Rope? You didn't think about going to Lowe's?" I was like, "What the fuck? No."